All right, you ready for this? This is between us. I'm only asking this to consider. I want to hear your opinion on this.
Okay.
Should we have breached yesterday?
No.
I agree.
After knowing the details afterwards, because apparently the hostage was given to the cops. The first one that got hurt. It wasn't kept in there.
So would you like to go through the manifest?
I didn't want to start. I was so tired yesterday. I didn't want to open up the. When I'm exhausted, talking to me is a bad idea because I get lazy with my words.
But how do you know if there's not anything weird in the boxes?
I don't know.
The problem is that I think. Look, after hearing everything in that meeting.
What is it?
The fact that there was still another hostage. Originally, I thought there was only one hostage.
Full context at the meeting. Apparently, some details are missing.
Oh, you went through the boxes.
Oh, what happened?
Like the fact they gave the hostage and they're ready to leave. They gave up the hostage apparently. The second one, not the first one. Sorry, the one that got knocked out.
Yeah.
They gave him to the officers and they were ready to leave. If they were planning on holding out even more, I think that would have been more of an illusion that they're planning on hurting the second hostage.
I agree. Yeah. But they did say in the meeting, so this is a bit that I'm confused on, is like in the meeting it sounded like they were saying that they were refusing to negotiate. What did K say?
I mean, I think with grain of salt because it's coming from K, right? I don't know. See, the problem is like, I don't want to just believe one side and say, you know what, this is the truth, right? I obviously don't want to believe my officers over anything else. But I spoke with Bison about it afterwards too, as well, too. So
I think there's a difference between believing and backing, right?
Yeah, sure.
I think backing our officers makes like on the field, in conversation with another criminal, right? You have to back them because the reality of the matter is that otherwise you're creating a division in the open environment, right? You're allowing us to be fractured. But I think privately, those conversations are healthy because we are not always right. Not everyone tells.
I gotta take this phone call. Sorry, I've been ignoring Gunnar the whole entire time.
Yeah, I'm used to it. It's all good.
Hey, Gunnar, can I call you back?
Are you good? Are you gonna remember to call me back?
Yes, yes.
Okay, call me back.
Dispatch.
Sorry, I've been trying to get on for the past 2 hours.
Situation in the line.
Do you hear me what I'm used to it lying?
Yeah.
So you're mad, huh?
I'm not mad. No, listen, I'm used to it. Like we'll be in the middle of a conversation, a squirrel will run across the street. Listen, I got ADHD too. All right. I know how it works. Look, yeah, I don't know. I just, the question I've got in the back of my mind is, okay, someone got injured. The guy didn't die. He wasn't shot. So like, at some level, preservation of life is still the highest. I don't know how we rationalize, okay, one guy got knocked out.
So to play devil's advocate,
someone got knocked out, even in another, like, no matter what city you're in, some dude got knocked out because he was talking shit, right? The fact that there's still life inside, you're gonna want it. You need to continue to preserve that. Are you saying in good faith that the belief was that the other hostage is going to die? I think you'd have to play some crazy mental gymnastics to come to that conclusion.
So here's what happened. It wasn't led by the same person throughout from start to finish, which was a major reason why there was a breakdown in communication and what transpired, because apparently Wrangler came afterwards on scene when the hostage was hurt and didn't have all the details present and deemed it as, well, if they hurt one hostage, they plan on hurting the second one, right? So, because the information wasn't communicated right away to what's happening,
well, whose fault is that?
Everybody on scene, not talking.
Well, whoever takes a scene needs to understand the full scene that they're taking over before they make any decisive decisions, because there's lives on the line.
Yeah.
Look,
I mean,
listen,
bro-
I've breached plenty of places with Pred. We don't give a fuck. If we need to breach, we got to breach. The kind of the specific detail that I'm sort of bringing into conversation is like, if a dude is knocked out and there's still more life inside, right? Judging the scale of what occurred is exceedingly important. If you ignore that detail, well, you're sort of doing so, you're intentionally being ignorant. If they had shot the guy, that paints a very different picture than someone getting knocked out.
32.
I think you always have to think to yourself, okay, what is the safest route and how can we prevent more lives being taken away? And the most important thing is, especially if you're on shore and in a tight space like the Felica Bank, it's probably best to let them go and then get aggressive afterwards, right?
1000%. There should have been a higher level of aggression.
Yeah, but
But he came in a taxi, but also said his only charge was
I don't know.
Well, I'm saying, what I'm saying is like, did they in good faith believe? That's the key thing. Did they in good, if that went to trial, did they in good faith believe that the other
chat, we can
hostage
play
was in
morning
danger
quarterback all the
when
time, okay?
that guy got knocked out?
I'm really
He
over it,
wasn't
honestly.
shot. They could have shot him. They had weapons.
I'm too tired. I'm over
Why'd they
it.
knock him
It's in
out?
the
Why did they
past.
not shoot him?
Who cares what happened?
So you're not eating outlets now.
That's where I'm at right now. If people have an issue with it, we can talk about it stuff.
So, I don't know. Like, I think that's a very important detail to consider. Otherwise, you know, I think taking that off the table, all of a sudden, you're not really having a conversation about what took place. It's something else. Anyways, we'll move on. You seem like you don't want to talk about that.
No, it's just spent like probably an hour or so talking about it after you left, right? So.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah. Let's move on then.
No, I mean, like, I'm down to chat about it because I want to hear your perspective because I know, like, we don't want to talk about it in the moment because we never have the full context. But now we have the full context as far as what happened. You know, we can sit here and play Monday morning quarterback about the whole thing, right?
Yeah, well, no, by no means. I wouldn't, listen, the only reason I'm bringing this up is I think it's important for us to reflect over things like this.
1000%, or else we'll never know how to get better.
Exactly. And if we understand that, hey, we may have a gap in our
why do channels
in an
get
area,
so
then
hurt
now
over
you
like
know what needs
conversations,
to be listened
man?
to. Like, I do believe that at some level, because even when I look
Some
at
channels just like
how
want to
sometimes
defend their
we're policing,
streamers'
and
honor
maybe
and
I'm the
character,
one
man.
that's
It's so
wrong,
weird.
is, look, yeah, I just got done putting a fucking gun in a woman's mouth saying don't come after LSPD, but at no point was her life actually in danger. Am I gonna pull the trigger? Hell no. Like, we're talking about someone who was shot and another individual that died, and I think that's,
I mean, somebody died, man, and it wasn't like
Yeah.
anybody. It was fucking Hutch. So it should be treated as a big deal. And kid just went off on me in a phone call. Now I tried to tell him, listen, man, I couldn't help you. Shoot out what's going on. And he just kept saying that, you know, he was a friend to me. I mean, I did come to Kid a couple times, talk to him about some shit. But, you know, it's not like I can't prevent a shootout from happening. You think I can call Kid in the middle of a shootout with Chang and say, you know what? Pause. Fine. I tell this man we're conducting
you don't
a
need
police...
to explain that. You were in the middle. I was with you. You were in another call. You had plenty of experienced officers on the field. It doesn't matter. I mean, listen, let's be clear here. What they did, they were clearly at fault. The moment they put their hands on the moment.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You're good. The moment they put their hands on that security guard,
1076 at latest. No,
they fucked up.
Sure what I'm looking for.
But their fuck up doesn't negate the fact that we may have made some mistakes as well.
That Jalen Carter Jr. sounded very
And
pissed
I
that,
know
apparently PD murdered.
I may sound like I'm sitting on the fence here, but you know, I like to think about nuances, not, you know, Celtics versus the Lakers or whatever the fuck.